This week on Talking Without Thinking, we have some crazy news stories with What the News. We're going to do a segment called Are We Old Now?, where we look at this year's music festival lineups and figure out how many music artists we have no idea who the hell they are. We're going to do Guess That Score, where we're going to do the 2022 movies, and we're going to try to guess the Rotten Tomatoes score on them. Winner gets a prize, maybe. And we're going to close things out this week with some one-word reviews. So why don't we go ahead and get this show started. Welcome to Talking Without Thinking with your hosts, Jason, Jared, Stevie, and me, Scott. Stevie, I did that for you.
I know you
just
did.
For you.
I know you did. I was waiting for it again. That's 2 in a row, man.
I love Jason adjusting his camera for it to just be in the same spot.
Yeah, for a second there, I was thinking like,
you can't do much.
I thought we were gonna get.
I was like, oh, we're finally going to see the organ that he uses as a table. Nope,
same spot.
One thing I've learned about
webcams
webcams because of my new job is that they are terrible at like focusing on things really close. Like people try to hold their documents up and I'm like blurry and I'm like,
yeah,
is your
awful.
name really Dingus Bingus MacArthur? And they're like, yeah, my name's really Dingus Bingus MacArthur. I'm like, all right, just checking, man. Have a good day. Like,
old Dingus Bangus.
Dingus Bangus.
That's my favorite Dingus Bangus.
That's the end of the
a family
conversation.
name.
You're like, you ask them their name, they confirm, and then you're like, all right, see you, man.
Yeah. To a degree.
That's it?
Yeah.
So wait, not Jason
All
do
right,
it just then.
Cool.
Not bad.
Sweet. Sweet.
Sweet.
So we just got done with a crazy thunderstorm here, and thankfully we still have power. Dude, the water was coming in my back door.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
real bad. Like, it was real windy here. It's like completely cleared up almost now.
Well, you know, I have
Told you.
that.
Oh, man.
You know, I have that portable air conditioner that is in my room. So like it has like a hose that goes out the window. So I have to keep the window open. I mean, it's technically
Condensate.
it's technically covered and stuff. But I guess the way the roof is of this apartment building, when it rains heavy like it did today, the water streams down the window. And if I don't take the stuff out of the window, it only takes a minute. It's still a pain though. But if I don't do that, like soaking the
Done for.
walls, water everywhere, dude.
So
And then,
of
course, there's the outlet like right there under the window.
I know the apartment you stay at, and one reason why the roof might leak is because there's a lot of desk pops going on at that place. Like over time, like a lot of people just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna empty the clip into the ceiling. So it happens.
Well,
though.
it's
not on you.
It's not a roof leak. I'm talking about like the way it comes off the roof, it streams down the window on the exterior. There's no bullet holes in here, man. As far as I know.
That's what spackle's for.
Yeah, I was going to say
fix
they
all.
done spackled that and then charged
Spackle
me
and popcorn ceiling.
charged me $1,100 deposit.
I have a funny story actually about how I witnessed.
Oh, man.
Did I have to talk about how I witnessed a drive-by at the place I used to live at? Did I tell you about that story?
No, I don't think you did.
No.
Oh shit! Back at the
When at the cloisters?
yeah, actually, it's
Just
just
been-
back when
You've been saving this kind of material?
I forgot about it.
Out with it.
Yeah. So this was actually, I was coming back from Scott's old place. I can't remember what we were doing. I'd say I was working on music. And long story
Was it when I was at Luray?
most likely when you're at Luray. And just straight to the point, I was just chilling in the parking lot. This car like kind of really creepily drove by, made a U, went back. It's heard a bunch of gunshots. I mean, gunshots are always gunshots. They're always much louder than you expect. So I was like, ruh-roh. So I kind of like did the old duck down in my seat, call 911. And I guess it wasn't as dramatic as it sounded like, but the long story short, next day I drive by, a bunch of bullet holes in this apartment complex. 6 hours later, that shit was gone, baby. Spackle and new siding fixes all. Even like 4.5s going through your door.
Yeah, they don't mess with that.
All right, I got a couple of questions.
Please.
First off, my first reaction isn't ruh-roh. I'm probably like, I'm down on the floorboards, man. Like I'm getting as low as I can to the ground if I hear gunshots.
Yeah.
I'd be so freaked out. I'd move out the next day. Like I'm done.
Pretty sure,
Cloisters is gone to me.
pretty sure that's more of a
It
oh
was-
shit, oh damn kind of moment.
Yeah.
Well, it was more like I definitely like made myself into a small ball low to the ground, but you know, I will say that when this event happened, it definitely was a check mark on like I should probably move. You know, there are a lot there. To be honest with you, though,
Probably.
the reasons why
Yeah.
I wanted to move, gunfire actually wasn't number one. It was probably like number 4 or 5. There were a lot of other more personal issues in terms of me and my roommate at the time. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of this apartment. So the gunfire, I guess gunfire made top 5, but definitely not top 3. You know, it's like it's whatever.
Yeah, it's
I mean, that'd be
not
number
that
1
big.
for me.
It'd be in
Yeah.
the top 3 if they were shooting at you. But
Like,
yeah.
The moment I fear for my life daily where I live, I'm out. Like I'm gone.
And see-
No, this is like an off occurrence. It's not like constant drive by.
yeah, I was gonna say
No,
because
but,
like
but like you had one, so it could happen again if they didn't get
Once
them.
every
you know?
3 months.
well,
Yeah,
listen,
it's very
I
fun.
like
recreational.
I've
pot.
always had great luck in the hood. The hood, you know, if you don't mess with the hood don't mess with you, man.
Oh yeah. And the cloisters, I think, might fall into that category to a certain degree. I think whatever was going on that night is probably something involving outside parties, because generally, I would agree with Steven. Like everybody's keeps themselves. It was an interesting.
And the
experience.
Cloisters wasn't very like hoodish either. I don't think. Like it wasn't like a. Was it?
I mean, it's called.
I mean, I guess
It's
it kind
called
of
the
like sits off on its
Cloisters.
own a little bit. Right, but there's cloisters near me too, and it's not really like hoodish there. Like it's it's not like upper class, but I mean it's still like
well,
well, they must
know.
have spackled all the drama away.
it
that's-
wasn't.
it's true.
Give me one moment.
One
Uh-oh.
moment. Uh-oh. He about to show me some bullet holes in his wall or something?
No, I think he's going to do some more yoga.
Nah, he lives
Is he gonna
in
do some yoga?
Louisville now, man. Louisville is chill, man. I grew
Where
up
does he
in
live?
Louisville.
Oh no.
He's like back on like a dead end area too.
saw my
so,
prop.
Like, not many people get back there.
I used to live in
What's
the
your
same
prop?
apartments. It's funny. He used to live
Like-
in the apartment complex that I live in now, and I used to live in the apartment complex that he lives in now.
Really?
Yeah.
You live in the
You
cloisters?
used to live here, right?
No, not in the cloisters. He's talking about where you live now.
Yeah, you used to live in the chateau, didn't you?
No, Jared did.
Oh,
I was just
Jared
gonna,
Jared lived where you live now.
I brought this airsoft gun out to make a joke, which is to say that like the cloisters were never so bad that I slept like this. Like it was never like, like it wasn't even that crazy. This is an isolated. incident.
Why do you have that?
I bought this airsoft gun a long time ago, just for the lulz of it.
He didn't say what did you do. He said why do you have it?
Like why?
What was its purpose of purchase?
just running,
Just are you like reliving your childhood, trying to fit in with the South? I mean,
just running.
I tell
Oh,
you
what
what,
it is adults are just kids with bigger allowances.
in my
That's
teens,
truth.
man, I played backyard airsoft wars with my boys all the time.
wait, does it shoot anything? Does it shoot like BBs or something?
It shoots like plastic
Yeah.
BBs.
plastic pellets.
But it doesn't have
Yeah,
it
yes.
doesn't have like a CO2 in. I was thinking about getting into like airsoft anymore for a while, and I'm still not against it, but it's a hobby for another day. in a larger
Scott, I'll
version,
put it
I'd
to you
say.
this way, man. You ever been hit with a paintball?
No.
no.
Okay, well, it doesn't hurt as much as a paintball.
Yeah,
Well,
BBs.
that's good.
I never hit
Unless you
my,
get
I mean,
shot point blank in the knuckle like I did one time in the cold. Oh my god. That shit instant bruised. That
I mean,
shit
a
hurt, man.
paintball's a paintball
There's
might as well
something
be like
about
a paintball might as well be like a 10 gauge like slug ball coming at you, but instead of
Some
lead,
people are
it's
just
paint.
into it, man. I actually,
Seems like
someone I work
expensive.
with, her son is like a professional paintball player, and that's like his job.
Interesting.
That's just like what he does.
I mean, that's
He's
cool.
like pretty well known in the paintball world. He's
It's-
like at the championships every year. I didn't realize it was the thing, but apparently everything's a thing nowadays.
Everything's
you
a
can be pro
thing.
at. You can
But-
be a pro at just about anything. You could be a pro at like beard growing, you know, which is a thing.
3 people
Yeah.
on here are.
It's true. There are
Scott,
beard contests.
And to follow what you're
Yeah.
talking about, man, if you ever need some good YouTube content to watch like people playing paintball wars and airsoft wars. That shit's actually pretty fun to watch.
There's a lot
It's
of
like
drifting on the
POV.
ground.
I'm gonna say
Boy,
I've been
Scott
looking
is
for some
just-
new YouTube, but I don't know if that's it.
Scott is just going to go ahead and start saving those clips now for later.
Hey, man. Don't hate it till you
But-
see it, man.
For context,
you can
though,
hate it.
one last thing about apartment living. Technically, I never had my car broken into until I was like living here. But that's just because a certain someone who all of us know who used to live around here no longer lives around here. But it was also on me because like I think I left my doors unlocked and then I got in my car and like I saw that the like what would you call it? The thing in the side of your car, little box
Window?
pocket. So
A lock?
No, you like the thing you move up and you put shit in
The
between.
door pocket?
The opposite one.
Oh, the console.
Yeah,
I call it
The center console.
The center console was up when I got in. I was like, hold up, that wasn't open last time I was here. But the funny thing about me is that there's nothing in my car. So the person was probably like, God damn it, there's nothing in the fucking car. And they got out and they left. I was like, joke's on you.
Listen,
I keep my
Jason,
car
what
clean.
you did there is you partially blamed yourself for leaving your door unlocked. I'm going to let you know that crimes are still crimes, whether it's easy to do or not. So
Well,
if you made it
that's
easier
not
for
as
somebody, they still broke in.
Crime's only a crime if you get caught.
Crime's only a crime if you get caught.
That's
It's
part
not
of
as bad
it
as the
too.
time I got
Crime's only
my
crime if you get
I got a radio stolen out of my car, my old car back in the day, and my iPod. I left all this shit in the car in Charlotte. I was a younger, dumber version of myself for sure.
I have never had my car broken into, knock on wood.
Me neither.
What is? It's not. It's hard to steal anything out of cars now. If you think about it, in terms of like the consoles and all that
It is.
stuff. Like
It's a lot more difficult. I was actually watching I don't know if you guys ever watch Mark Rober on YouTube. But
No.
okay, so he used to work for NASA and now is just still a super genius but doing YouTube videos and they're super
Is this the guy that made the
glitter bomb?
The glitter bomb. He's up to like
Yes.
a fourth version of it.
Yes, well this
One
is the
that
last version he
kills.
did. He said he's not doing it anymore, but he did it for people
think
that
that
broke
is
into
the next
cars.
step.
So like he was showing like how quickly they're able to break into cars now. They just like smash out the back window and it's like smash and grabs. He said it happens in San Francisco a lot.
you don't
Like
say.
that's where like the hotbed is. Yeah. But it was super interesting to see because like they took video of it happening. Like, and you watch these guys just kind of walk up and they look in real quick and they have this tiny little thing on their hand, like a little spike on their hand that they can just go psh, and then just grab whatever's in there and just pull it out like really quickly. So he was putting like glitter bombs in cars around like these hotbed areas.
I think
it was really funny to
the
watch.
fifth version of the glitter bomb is a glitter bomb, but the glitter's made out of like depleted uranium. And it just kind of like blows up in their face, and it's like surprise.
Well, with glitter, he
That's
also
still
has
murder.
like a highly concentrated fart spray that
Oh,
like
man.
sprays
Yeah.
all over their
That
house,
was,
which is
that was
pretty
version
solid.
2 that started that,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, because Macaulay Culkin tried it out and it like made him almost throw up. It was really
I've
I like to
smelled that
imagine this
fart
guy-
spray, unfortunately, and it's pretty damn. It's pretty damn, dude.
well, he has one that's like super concentrated too on the most recent one because he
Oh,
wanted to like
trust
really
me.
stink up their house
even
forever.
even the $4 poo spray is pretty concentrated on the ass smell. Promise you.
It's just awful.
what is a fart spray made out of? I wonder.
It's
like,
probably
sort of
made out of
concoction
fucking
wise.
ass smell that they've like
It's just like dog
chipped off of
diarrhea
a
or
dead
something.
body,
I don't know.
a dead dude's butthole or something. I don't know, man. It smells like straight up
Speaking-
ass.
Speaking
Anal
of,
glands.
Speaking of rotten corpses, did you know that the smell that they add to propane is meant to mimic that of like rotting bodies, so that you instantly are kind of like, whoa, I should watch out.
That's because propane doesn't already have a smell to it.
Correct.
They
I
had
didn't
to
know that
add-
I didn't know that the smell they
Yeah.
added to it though was meant
So
to mimic,
it's
like
added as a
dead bodies.
deterrent.
I know this.
Mm.
It's added as an alert,
Like, run. But,
just like the whistle sound.
but here's the problem.
Well, that's the fun fact of the day.
Here's the problem. I kind of
Yeah.
like the way propane smells. What does it say about me?
Oh,
It's kind of
A
like, ooh,
lot of things.
I like
Lot of
gasoline
things.
smell, but propane. I grew up with it a
Diesel?
lot, so
person.
I don't know about that.
Mm-mm.
Diesel.
I'm around natural gas almost every other day when we put in water heaters.
Not for much
Oh,
longer.
I thought you were talking
because the
about
United
toilets.
States is about to run out.
You said natural gas.
Apparently,
man.
I was waiting for some sort of fart joke, so glad Stevie did it and not me.
I mean,
All right, let's move into some news. We got a long show today, and hopefully it doesn't end up 2 hours like last week. So we're gonna try to cut it down a little bit more.
keep it.
Let's try to keep it to a solid 1.5.
We're gonna do
So
better.
let's roll. Yeah, we're gonna do better. Let's roll into some news. All right, on what the news this week. Let's just roll right into some news that was just brought to our attention by Stevie over here. Sierra Mist, the soda, has been discontinued and is now replaced with a new lemon lime soda called Starry.
It's a shitty name.
It's a horrible name.
It's so bad. Why do they
Like,
have
does
to
it
do
taste
that?
the same? Is it the same exact thing? They just changed the name?
Well, I know I'm kind of like the soda guy, but like I just found out about that today, so I haven't put my lips to it yet. But as soon as I do, I will let you know.
Okay, we're gonna get back to that one then.
Would you
I
consider
honestly thought Sierra Mist was already gone.
would you consider to Jared's point, would you consider Sierra Mist just the thing you grab when they're out of Sprite? Because that's what it always was to
Basically.
me. It's just like
Yeah,
a
I tell
shitty
you-
Sprite.
No, it's the Pepsi version. So if they have
Yeah.
Pepsi products, they get like my kids always get Sprite. Well, they did for a long time. Now they're like expanding out. But anytime we go to a restaurant, they wanted a soda, they get Sprite, and they'd be like, "Well, we don't have Sprite, we have Sierra Mist." And they're like, "Yeah, it's the same. It's the same fucking thing." So
Mm,
it's
I-
like literally almost the same thing. I don't know. I've never
close.
tried Sierra Mist. I can't say like
It's close,
what
but
they
it's
taste
not.
like. But
I remember, the theater had Coke products forever, and so like getting a Sprite with my movie was like one of my favorite parts. And then last time I went to see that Jurassic World Dominion movie, they said they have Pepsi products now, and I said, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, we got Sierra Mist. Is that okay?" I'm like, "Nah, that's not okay." Man.
They said, listen, I know that we had these life-size Chris Pratt soda heads, but unfortunately we can only put Pepsi products in them. So which one of these like Pepsi stank juices do you want?
Are
You
you
said
saying
Sierra
that
Mist.
Chris
Pepsi
Pratt is a
stank juice.
cokehead?
Pepsi stink juice.
No, I
Pepsi
just want you to
stank juice.
imagine like they have
Pepsi
these
will not
giant
sponsor
Chris
this
Pratt
podcast.
heads that you can like get like soda put in.
Pratt head.
That was the thing. Pratt heads.
Nah. I mean, well, I think I ended up still getting the Sierra Mist. They didn't have any Chris Pratt heads though. It was just normal cups. But I also
That's
went
on
like
them.
3 weeks later, so I probably missed the limited dish. But
so
it's not the same.
Sierra Mist and Starry are not the same. So PepsiCo is saying that Starry has quote unquote higher citrus flavors that are
Ooh.
true to fruit and more aromatic.
I bet.
So it's supposed to taste different than Sierra Mist and more like Sprite, apparently. I think that's what they're going for because Sierra
Well-
Mist just doesn't hit like Sprite.
Does it have caffeine?
I
in
don't
it?
know.
That's my
No,
question.
no caffeine.
Okay.
And
No,
they're also
those
showing it in a
sodas always
sugar-free
have no
version.
caffeine.
I know.
Yeah,
That's,
that's why
what
my
I'm
kids would always get them.
A sugar-free version.
Yeah,
Sign
sugar-free
me
version.
up.
I do love a good Sprite. People drink a lot of sodas. Every time I go to the grocery store, I see people with like bandoliers on. Essentially, they have like sodas. They do the things where like they have their cart and they put the sodas in between on top of the cart because they have to make room for more soda inside of the cart. And sometimes they've got two carts. One's just of the soda, the other one's got food in it. And I'm like, yowzers! People be
Yeah, and I
drinking
tell you what,
drinks.
that shit is not cheap no more. It's like buy one get one free 12-pack, $7.99. $8 for one
Maybe.
12-pack, and you get a free 12-pack. You're just paying
think it's
$4
time.
a
I've never
12
been
pack.
so happy to be a non-soda
I think
drinker.
it's time to walk away.
You can still catch
Admittedly,
3 for 12, 4 for 12.
Liquid death for all your thirst
they're
needs.
so good.
They are.
Well, it's just like
Water.
full disclosure. I did have a root
Here's
beer
some
the
water.
other day. I love a good root beer.
I got some
But
I do
bad
not
water.
like root beer.
Bad water,
I don't know,
still
people-
water.
People love them sodas. I tell you one thing. I if you quit drinking sodas, you'll drop 20 pounds in a week overnight. As I always learn, if I go to like the Badlands and I start drinking sodas again, I quit.
The
I'm like,
Badlands.
The Badlands.
bad soda. I've been
Not
there
a
a while.
dystopia of any form. Just
About to limit myself
Jason
down to
drinking a bunch of soda.
about to limit myself down to one a day again, like I used to do. Because I was losing weight even doing just one a day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't drink it at all, man. I have one soda. I've been worse. I was worse at the end of last year. I was having like one soda every like 2 or 3 weeks. I'd have like a cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi, and I limited myself to that. Like if we went to a restaurant that had one of those two things, that would be the only thing I would get.
A
Those are
cherry
my
soda
favorites.
guy.
Other than
too.
that,
A man of
I
taste.
can't.
Cherry Coke.
I don't
man.
like any of the other ones. Cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi, I'm cool with, but anything past that, not worth it.
Cherry Coke out of the
I
fountain at
don't
like
like
a
it.
Subway it just hits, man.
Raspberry Coke out of them freestyle machines. Whew.
Orange, high C, vanilla.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Actually,
Mm. I feel that.
Sounds
I feel like
pretty
we
good.
need to have a
I'm gonna have to take my ass to Burger King now.
episode. Top
Nah.
5 favorite drinks out of the Coca-Cola freestyle machine.
It'll just be 5 of the orange with vanilla on it from High
Orange
C.
vanilla. Mine'll be raspberry Coke, cherry Coke, strawberry Coke.
The vanilla flavoring was always the snap at the end of the punch for sure. With all those things.
What was
Oh,
the
it,
shit?
it tasted just like an orange creamsicle.
Can anybody remember what Sierra Mist was called before? It had a cooler name before Sierra Mist. And it's
Vintage
not
Thrust.
7 Up. They used to call it something else.
Not Fresca.
No.
No, that's made with turpentine.
Is it really?
Look up the ingredients.
Fresca turpentine.
Is that consumable?
No.
Before it was Sierra Mist, didn't it have like a... Wasn't it called like fucking...
It says nothing about
Twist
turpentine.
Up or something? I don't know.
Look at the actual ingredients, Scott.
Oh my God, turpentine oil.
Fuck
fuck?
you.
Damn, bro. Glad I don't drink that shit. Let's see. What was Sierra Mist called before?
Thank you, FDA.
Mist Twist?
Mist Twist.
That's what it
That
was.
doesn't sound right. Do they still make
Nope, it
Mellow
was
Yellow?
Slice.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Slice.
It was
That's
Slice.
I remember
Mellow
Slice.
Yellow is that's Coca-Cola.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Pepsi's got Mountain Dew, which is the most sugary soda that you can get, and it's still good, but it's terrible.
My soda of choice and the one I had to put a lot of effort
Jolt.
into quit, Mountain Dew, baby. Slam me with the dew.
Coca-Cola.
Slam
Jolt.
me with
When
that.
I was like-
that piss.
When I
in
was
a
like
nice
19, when I was 19, I went through a Mountain Dew phase for like a year, and then I stopped.
Oh, it's bad. That
Get
was
it
the
in a
one.
nice
yeah.
ice cold can. Change the game, man.
Soda with ice, honestly. Ice is always the key ingredient to soda for whatever reason, in my opinion.
Mhm.
All this
Because
soda.
it
It
cuts the
waters it
sugar a little
down.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird though, like because all
Kind of
this
like why
soda
people
talk.
drink a whiskey with ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But like,
To
Right.
dull the whiskey flavor.
Yeah, but what you're doing is you're making yourself have to drink more horrible liquid because it creates
Yeah,
more
It's
liquid.
true.
gotta cut it. Gotta cut.
In the sense of whiskey, of course. But like in soda, yeah, I mean,
Um,
it bangs. Like Coca-Cola from McDonald's, it'll change your life. It's so good.
Another place I don't eat.
America.
Go by there and get you a Coke, man.
Pass.
It's
Pass.
so
I
good.
avoid
man.
McDonald's like
I
the
don't want to walk
plague.
down that road again.
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm probably
Just
not
go there
eating
when the
McDonald's
ice cream machine works.
Speaking of, I have some ice cream downstairs. I'm gonna eat after this podcast. That's my real.
Speaking of,
it's real kink.
I just got some Publix vanilla ice cream because I've been making affogato coffees at night.
What's that?
Oh, so good. You never had affogato?
It's coffee with vanilla ice cream.
Coffee with vanilla ice cream in the middle. So like you put
Word.
the ice cream in the middle and just pour the coffee over top.
Ooh, ooh,
So good.
ooh.
I've had coffee.
Fun
ice
fact.
I've had a few affogato craft beers. They're okay.
They are okay.
I feel like that would. I feel like that would curdle like a bad Coke float almost.
It doesn't surprise me.
No.
It's really good. It's really, really good. It's like, and if you eat it with a spoon, you get like a little bit of the hot coffee, a little bit of the ice cream at the same time. Oh, it hits.
Oh no, I
It's
mean
nice.
beer and vanilla ice cream. I feel like
Oh,
that's
beer and
probably-
vanilla ice cream? No, dude.
Vanilla,
they make so many
vanilla's
beers
not
that have-
dairy, Jason.
It's
Oh, vanilla
Yeah, just
extract.
vanilla
It's,
flavor.
it's an extract.
Oh,
Yeah.
never.
When
yeah,
they
they're not
brew
like
it, they're
sticking
not-
ice cream in there.
That's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck? Coke
I
floats
don't
are always
think
like
they brew
good.
it with the ice cream.
I'll tell you what though, they do make those sours with lactose in them now, so it's
That's
like
true.
pretty close.
It's true.
You never had a sour with lactose in it? It's literally drinks like a milkshake,
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
like a
It's
smoothie.
the one you gotta like swirl it before you pour it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued.
I've
I'll try
I've
this.
officially-
It's good.
I'm not against
It's
it.
good. It's real thick.
I've retired sours from my lips. I'm not drinking that crap no more.
I
I like them, but I just
They're
don't
fun.
drink anymore. Really,
Same.
I had one whiskey last year, and that was like almost the extent. Other than like the Trulies, I think we had at the pool. That was the extent of my drinking last year.
I got
I
so
drink-
fucked up, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got hammered. That was like on IPAs and stuff, though.
That's the day I realized
Oh,
how
Jesus.
easy. That's the day I realized how easy it is to drown in a pool drunk. I tell you
That's
about
as
that.
drunk as I've ever
was
seen
busted.
Jason.
So-
oh my god.
But you know, as always, if I'm super drunk, I'm not that much different. I'm just like maybe a little more like, where am I? What is going on?
And you just stumble around everywhere,
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
like-
real slow.
Wait,
you like
wait.
saunter. You like bound
Yeah.
around.
Did Jason get so drunk that he took a nap in your bed and then took a shower before leaving?
No, he got so drunk he fell asleep on my living room floor, which is hardwood.
I did? I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
You were out cold.
I got
And
so-
then you went upstairs and like still had your swimming trunks on and just like laid out on the bed for a little bit and then came back down. And I was like, "You all right, dude?" You're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You ready to like eat some dinner or something?" You're like, "Yeah,
Yes.
let's eat some." And like we ordered, I can't remember what we ordered, and you like ate it and then like went back to bed. And the next morning you woke up, you're like, "What did we do last night?" He had no idea, had no clue that he'd eaten anything, no
dude.
clue what happened after we left the pool.
Damn.
Like he almost like face first into a pole at the pool. Like they had like pillars that he almost walked right into. Like I felt like I was gonna have to like throw an arm over him and like walk him to the car.
I'm usually
'cause
never
I was
that
waiting for him to
bad.
just
But
go down.
so what I would do is I would go to the very bottom of the pool, and like usually if you're sober minded, you start to like wig out like, oh, I'm gonna drown. If you're really drunk. Not the case at all. You get to the bottom of the pool and it's the most relaxing, like warm place in the universe. And it got me thinking, like, I always default like that dude in the Rolling Stones that died in a pool. And I'm like, oh, because he's probably tore up as well. And I'm like, oh, I get it. It's not a bad way to go. You're just vibing down here in the pool. And it's just like, oh, this is nice. But you know, I'm always like pretty put together, even when I'm like completely wasted. It's just more of like it's like an upper brain thing, but the lower brain's always still kicking. So I was like there enough to be like, okay, Jason, it's time to get out of the pool or you're going to die. I'm like, I guess so. But man, this is such a cool vibe down here. I'm like the baby on the Nirvana cover. It's great.
Well, I
But,
tell you
yeah, it
what,
was a
man,
crazy night.
I haven't been able to fill the bottom of the pool in, I don't know, 20 years. Because when you're big like me, I can't even drown myself on purpose. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
grab two
Like,
kettlebells. Grab two kettlebells. Just drop that bad boy
it's
down.
maybe a 5 or 6 of them, but I don't know.
Just
Man.
put a lead. Just pull.
It's kind of
Saving
like a
Private
built-in.
Ryan.
It's like a built-in safety feature at this point. Because I tell you what, I've had some drinks at Scott's pools before, and
Yes,
I'd just
you
be
have.
floating across. Just
I think everybody has here.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
That
Jared's probably had the most drinks at my pool.
You know
That
what? I'll
pool's a
be honest with
crazy
you,
place.
Jason.
I almost
I
did
can
a
kind
whole
of
24 PBR.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I can't blame Jason for getting drunk with you because even if you're not encouraging the drinking,
It's a vibe.
you put off the "let's get wasted without saying anything about it" vibe. When
I
you,
don't understand because I didn't get drunk. I literally
Right.
I had like 2 or 3 like beer. Like I think I had a couple of Trulies, a sour maybe. I don't know. I didn't
Scott-
get too
Well, if
crazy.
you
And
let
Jason went hard.
You let Jason drink the IPAs. Does he even drink that
That's
much?
what he wanted.
That's although they have. Well, it's because the thing is about Scott's place is that nobody there drinks IPAs, but people always bring IPAs. So a large
My
collection
dad
of-
always brings them.
a large
Yeah, that
collection
is
of
true.
IPAs ends up in the house, and I feel like it's my obligation to drink the IPAs because they're just gonna go to waste otherwise. I don't love IPAs.
I mean, that's why I invite him over because I need to get rid of the IPAs.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like
Oh, that's why
Nice.
I don't get invited over.
Yeah, you don't drink IPAs, man.
I
Otherwise,
definitely do
that
not.
pool is such a crazy place. Like from that or the time like you almost like lost your leg hopping off the curve. Like, god damn, what an adventure.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
That's
That's a story for
crazy.
another day.
yeah, it really is.
That'll be a good summer
Man.
story. All right,
Don't
let's
we have
move on
some
to
more
our next
news?
news story. Yeah, we do.
Moving
we
on.
are. Oh my god, it's gonna be a long episode. Our next news story. Correctional Services Canada is investigating after a pigeon was found at a Pacific institution in Abbotsford, British Columbia, with a package of crystal meth tied to its back. Guards
Whoa.
were in a fenced-in area used for social and recreation for prisoners when one official spotted a gray bird with something attached to its back. Quote, from my understanding, it was tied to it in a similar fashion as like a little backpack, said John Randall, president of the Unit of Canadian Correctional Service Officers, Pacific Region.
He was just going
So,
on a
like,
vacation.
Yeah, homie was just like, he's going to go hard in Ibiza or
He's
something.
gonna
you
take
know?
a little meth with him, you know.
He went
Yeah,
the
he's
wrong
just-
way for Ibiza.
Yeah, he went the wrong direction.
do
He
they
got turned
train-
around. He wanted to go south, man.
So
How
it's
do they
funny
train
when
the
you
pigeons?
say a package of meth. It sounds like it's like a decent amount, but like a pigeon can't carry that much.
Mm?
But like, when you talk about meth, it's like little pills anyway. So
Maybe it had like
You
a
know?
Tylenol bottle's worth, you know.
There's a
but, like,
Breaking Bad
possibly.
episode
A
about this.
package
Sure.
is like
it wasn't the baby
Fucking
blue, though, I don't
package.
think so.
There's not a Breaking
So what
Bad
you're trying to
episode
tell
about
me, Scott, is a U.S. government drone was delivering meth to a Canadian prison.
It seems that way. But like a pigeon drone.
It's an
Sentient
inside
drone.
job.
How do they train
wonder
the
how you
pigeons? That's all
I was just gonna ask the same. Like, it's
Always
impressive.
Ask Mike
I wonder
Tyson.
where his like final destination was actually gonna be.
Well, they used to
Like that prison.
They used to
I
send.
guess that
They
prison.
used to send doves and stuff back in the day, right? So
Yeah,
we'd have to time travel to the 1600s and be like, "Yo, Gandalf, what's up?"
Maybe he's just a part of that. Crew,
even in
you know?
the even like in World War One, I recall they used.
They were still using them then.
pigeons. The only way I can imagine that you can train pigeons is that like you start them out in the place where they're supposed to go back to, and then you move them away. Like that's the only way I can imagine you do it. Because like birds can find their way because they can just like understand the magnetic currents of Earth. But how else
Kinda
would they
like
know to get back where they're going?
You saying it's kind of like a birdarang, like a boomerang bird, where like
Like
It just goes from like that place and back, and that's it.
well, I bet you can expand it from there, but I just like that. How else? You can't tell a bird like, all
so
right.
you need to.
two
So you
clicks
basically have to
left.
start at the end, which I feel like defeats the purpose because
my
you want to
theory.
send that bird to that place
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
without you having to go to that place, but yet you still have to go to that place.
Yeah, I could be
Yeah,
wrong
it's
too. Like that's the only way I can imagine it. But
birds got
I'm honestly surprised Jason hasn't stumbled across that YouTube video already with the, rabbit holes he goes down on its own.
That's true.
That's
You can
true.
look that up tomorrow. How to train a pigeon. All right, so our final news story today is about a really weird Australian man. He is in an intimate, quote unquote, intimate relationship with a
Can I take-
plastic doll.
okay, well, it's a vibe.
He's So an Australian man in an intimate relationship with a plastic doll has revealed his partner initially erupted in anger when she found out about the relationship. So his real life partner who is living.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So this Australian carpenter has been left frozen in a state of loneliness in 2021 when he ordered Karina online after searching for sexual simulation tools. Despite having zero knowledge about sex dolls, the 54-year-old said Karina changed his life in many ways and finally gave him something to care for. Only 2 months after purchasing Karina, Rod made the decision to introduce her to his 85-year-old mom for Christmas. And
this guy's name is Rod.
Rod. How ironic.
That's funny.
The girl looks like a little real from the picture.
Yeah.
So hold on,
Yeah.
is that the end of it? You said he introduced it to his mom. Is that how
Yeah,
his
that's-
real girlfriend found out?
I guess. I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Have you guys seen any information on these things or like watched any documentaries?
I try to avoid
On
it.
these
No.
dolls?
Yeah. Like
No.
it's not easy to conceal this. So does this girlfriend not live with him or something?
I don't know. I don't have any
Why-
further information. Let me see what I can find about Rod from Australia.
Well,
here.
you said he's a carpenter. You said he's a carpenter, right?
Yeah, he's a carpenter.
He probably just kept it in the shop.
So this is one of your folks, Jared. This is one of your folks.
Probably just kept
That's
it.
a last name joke.
Okay, I found it.
No.
Girlfriend erupts over her man's intimate relationships. So we argued about it and she didn't understand. That's what he said.
Right.
Oh, apparently Aussie Rod, which is not his real name.
Aussie Rod.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Rod.
So he got it during COVID lockdown and
Is this
Let's
pre
see.
GF?
paid $3,000.
That sounds about right.
Not bad.
So from it had something required. I'm just kind of reading through it. When Rod broke the news to his real life partner a month after purchasing her, she did not share in the newfound happiness.
Well, I mean, hey, this is just
First thing
more,
that she's feeling is threatened.
this is more to the point.
Well, it's a
of-
male tool.
This is more to the point of honesty in relationships. Like, you just don't keep secrets from each other. Just out the gate, be like, I'll assume Marianne is the name of his girlfriend. Marianne and Aussie Rod.
We'll call her Marianne.
Marianne is like,
I mean,
well,
his
Aussie
name's
Rod.
not Rod.
and you just kind of like, you tell her like, hey, close your eyes, and she closes her eyes, and then you walk out, you walk back in, hear like a huge like plomp on the table because they're in the dinner, and he's like, open your eyes.
It's like he's a
and-
ventriloquist, but like the next level.
Yeah, because like that's
she-
one of the things I was gonna say is these things are like 60 pounds, like minimum 50 pounds.
Well,
minimum.
what I was gonna say
And it's
is
like a human. It's like body sized.
Yeah.
it is body size indeed, but like he comes in, he drops the thing off on the table, she opens her eyes, and all she sees is he's like, hey, Marianne.
Oh no, this one doesn't have mouth. Like
Oh.
her mouth is like in a normal position, just like
Yeah, I was about to say
Scott,
the
like this is
expensive
what her
ones.
face looks
Expensive
like.
ones look like a normal
Scott,
person.
give
You
it
know
6
what I mean?
months, and that
What?
mouth is not going to be in a correct position.
I don't know. We're gonna leave it there. So his partner eventually totally accepted the strange situation after
Oh.
realizing how important Karina was to him and how the doll had helped his mental health because she was keeping him company during lockdown.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
guess
really.
it's cool.
I'm not one to judge people in this kind of thing. It's just like.
Yeah, you are.
It's just like.
You might in a second.
Uh-oh.
So Rod has since purchased a second doll,
Oh. Round 2.
which he had
'Cause-
named Lauren.
2 makes a good chew.
I guess. After finding a new lease on life through his relationship with Karina, he decided to get into portrait photography using the doll as his models. And he even set up an Instagram account for her. You can look it up on Instagram at Karina with a K _lovely LUVLY, where he dresses her up and snaps her posed in various scenes. Probably NSFW, so I probably wouldn't look that up.
I'm gonna look it up.
We know.
Right now.
Yeah, what was it? Karina _
So when he introduced her to his mother, she initially looked at her as if she was poison before finally accepting the doll was an important part of her son's life.
Ew.
Yeah.
So Mama Rod knew that Baby Rod is a little on the
Roddy's side.
odd side of the world. Odd Rod of Aussie.
Here's the thing. Is it weird? Yes. Like, to each their own if he's into
Right.
that sort of thing. But how is a doll that doesn't talk or do anything or move helping someone's mental health?
Doesn't talk that you can hear, Scott.
Well,
You're
not
right.
only that, but like
You're
you
right.
think about like little kids with dolls. I mean, that kind of helps build a little bit of a social skill.
It does. But like when you're 5, not like 58.
Right. And
Or
also,
whatever this dude is. He looks
you know,
fancy.
he's
COVID
probably
isolation.
well, he's into photography, so I mean, it might just be like a fetish of his to like dress a fake woman up.
Well, and it did land him a
take
job.
photos.
What?
Yeah, he landed a job with some company. He takes pictures of the dolls for a manufacturer in China.
Well, there
You
you,
can
go,
make-
man.
You can make a
it worked
Positive
out.
outlook.
You can make a
It worked
career
out.
out of anything, my friend.
Glass half full.
You can.
I've had a lot of jobs.
Like
I
we
can't
said
say-
earlier.
I can't say I've had a job where I took sex doll
Jason's
photos.
jobs.
Like, I don't think I want that.
Yeah.
I wonder how Marianne feels about that.
Balloon Jason's jobs.
Weirdos.
So when I was working at NASCAR, taking picture of NASCAR people.
So I did actually when I worked there, I knew a guy from Detroit, and he's a real cool dude. But he told me about how when he's up in Detroit, his boss used to pay him because he's a photographer up there too. His boss paid him to take photos of him having sex with people. He got like $400 a night just to take a bunch of photos of his boss boning, and I'd be like, "It's pretty good money, dude. I mean, nothing wrong with that." But
It's pretty good money.
it's a good Detroit
Damn,
story.
Jason, you're right, man. You can make money out of anything.
You literally can make money doing anything nowadays. Oh my god.
I mean,
That's
Oh,
like some
Detroit.
that's like some
you- if
cuckold
you-
sessions or something.
if you want me to pee on my feet, that's $100 extra. 2023, baby. Let's go.
2023. All right, well that's it for what the news this week. Let's find out if we're old. So over this past week, So over this past week, the festival lineups for 2023 started coming out in droves. Like literally, I feel like they all just get together. Like we're gonna drop them all today. Like this is
Yeah,
the day, and
like-
like 4 or 5 of them dropped at one
Second
time.
week in January.
It almost felt like they were playing chicken with each other to see who was going to hit the send button first.
Oh, it definitely did. It
and
definitely
they all
did.
probably cost like $500 each.
Yeah,
But
I mean
free
they're
online.
expensive, and literally it is 500. So, I typically make it a point to kind of see like what the festivals are looking like, because typically it's like, artists I've heard of, or maybe there's some making a comeback, some big reunion tours, blah blah blah. It's usually kind of exciting. So the
Yeah.
first one I saw was Coachella, and This is how I knew that I was over 40 because I took a look at the headliners and then took a look at like the top billings on each one. I knew maybe like 3 on this entire poster of like 100 different artists.
Real quick,
And it
before we
Coachella's not
dive into
for
that,
you.
Yep.
I have no idea who's on that lineup, but I bet you one of them has spit in their name.
All right, that's your guess. Here we
Spit.
go. So I'm gonna give you the headliners and then just the one like the top billing after the headliners for Coachella. So headliners are Bad Bunny, Blackpink, and Frank Ocean. So I've heard of 2 of them. I've only
too.
heard of Bad Bunny because he did a spot in WrestleMania and Royal Rumble.
Oh, he just went private on IG because of an incident between him and a fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a news item.
Huh.
It wasn't really worth a whole segment, but that's the
No.
only reason I truly know him other than WrestleMania.
Yeah, just WrestleMania. Blackpink, I have no idea. I think they're a K-pop act.
South
Yeah, I
Korean
think they're a
K-pop
K-pop band.
Yeah, and then
Never
there's
listened
Frank
to a
Ocean,
song.
who I've heard of, has literally put out 1 album, yet gets
And
to
everyone's
headline
waiting
Coachella.
on the next one.
Right,
Yes.
and he hasn't done anything since then.
With bated
And that album
breath.
was kind of mid, if I'm being real.
As far as I know, he does a lot of features. He's more of a feature guy.
Is he? Like, I haven't
think
seen him
so.
on
You
anything in
few?
years, I don't think. But
Let me
But I
pull
don't
his
think it's really
discography up,
been
or let me pull up his
You-
wiki real quick.
you pull that up, and then I'm going to give you the next, like, the top billing, because I'm not going to sit and read through every freaking act. But here we
Yeah,
go.
I
Here's
got
the
you,
next
I got
biggest ones. We got Rosalia,
Nope.
Becky G,
Nope.
Yeah.
Bjork.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Calvin
She's
Harris.
coming out in
heard
the
of him?
swan dress?
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
The DJ man.
Calvin Harris, heard of him? Couldn't name a song. We got Fisher,
Ugh.
Chromeo,
They're pretty-
Romeo.
Eric Prides with a Z,
No clue.
Charlie XCX, who I've heard of,
Yeah.
but I couldn't name a song. Blondie,
Fan.
that's just
What?
a weird one. Like yes, like 70 or 80s band Blondie. Yes.
Hard glass.
That's for the
Gorillas. We got
Gorillas
Gorillas.
are there.
Yep. Wayas Blood. No idea
She's
who
good.
that is.
I-
We
yeah,
have
fan.
The
Wise
Murder
Blood.
Capital and Mama. And actor Idris Elba, who
Who's
sings
DJ?
and
Yeah.
has top-notch DJ skills apparently.
I was going to say he's DJ.
He's DJing.
Nice. I would go for
So like that's Coachella.
I know most of
Jason
those
said he'll
names.
sweat his dick off to go see Idris Elba DJ.
You couldn't pay me to go to that.
It is the first Coachella where I can honestly say there's not one act I would go to
It
see.
wasn't like
Not
this
one.
last year either.
Yeah, like
It was like Scott and I
No,
were
like,
like
I would
vibing out
maybe-
on Maggie Rogers.
Yeah, last
If-
year was so good. I like enjoyed watching it on YouTube because like they live stream all these now.
Yeah.
if the Gorillas were playing like their own show, I'd go to that. But I'm not gonna go deal with all that walking and all that other crap just to see them. You know what I mean?
All that pooping and
But,
I've
strange
never been a big
bathrooms.
Gorillas fan.
I'm not a big
Frank
Gorillas
Ocean
fan.
has 2 studio albums, 2 mixtapes, a bunch of features. He's been
The,
around.
the thing I know the most about Frank
Yeah, I don't know.
Ocean is the $10,000 cock ring he just released. That's a story about. He put out a cock ring that's like 10 G's. It's made
Wow.
of diamonds. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Who
It's a wild
sits
word
around
title.
and is like, you know what I want to contribute? I want to contribute cock rings.
Hey,
That's my thing.
if
Not
there's money,
cologne, not deodorant.
if there's money to be
There's-
made,
Listen, you can make money off anything nowadays, you know? There's money to be made. All right, so I feel like that's the Zoomer Festival this year.
it is.
Now
pure Zoom.
we're gonna get to the Millennial Festival.
Okay.
Bonnaroo.
I was going to say Bonnaroo.
Tennessee,
Bonnaroo.
exactly. Headliner acts, the electronic ones are Zed's Dead and Liquid Stranger, whatever. Headliners are Kendrick Lamar,
Hell yeah.
Kung Fu King.
Odessa, I think
Hmm.
is a DJ, and the Foo Fighters. Of
Hell yeah.
course. And then also on the bill we have Lil Nas X,
Okay.
with Tyler Childers, Paramore, My Morning Jacket, Sheryl Crow,
What?
The Pixies, Morgan Wade, Molly Tuttle, and Golden Highway, which I haven't heard any of them, but
We've.
I mean-
I
Morning
know about
Jacket.
half of those.
yeah. So we're doing better.
It's definitely come to the point.
So that
where-
one,
where it's like but why, Scott? Why was this such an immediate shift? Like, because I swear to God, last year it just felt like another random ass Coachella festival. I feel like in between last year and this year, like we've crossed over some sort of line where it's like The millennials are
That-
now
yeah.
the boomers, basically, or at least Gen X. At least I would prefer to be Gen X instead of boomers.
I
but
don't know
what do you
what
think?
happened. Like, why is Coachella all of a sudden to a place where we don't know any of them?
I don't know.
Is it like,
It's for the
you hit-
influencers.
And I don't
I
feel like
guess is it like all these TikTok acts?
I don't feel like I'm missing out.
Well,
by
as
not
far as
knowing
I
these
knew,
two acts,
like-
too.
I thought like Coachella was more for like the ravers and stuff.
No,
No,
I
Coachella's
know, like-
typically like the up and coming artists.
No, there's EDM.
Also, like really like
venues.
indie EDM. Like they have a really good mix usually.
yeah,
But
predominantly.
this year it just seems like there's no real like glaring like holy shit, like this should be a headliner. You know, it didn't
Yeah.
really blow me away like some years. Like let me look at last year's Coachella. Like there were
There's
some really good
no
headliners.
there's no
oh,
Radiohead.
Danny
equivalency.
Elfman did one night last year. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I'm not really huge on festivals in general. I mean, I did a couple of Carolina Rebellions. Like one day here, one day there. And
I went to a
The one day
Carolina-
ones are
Good.
fine.
I went
I'm
to a
not a big
Carolina
festival guy
Rebellion.
either. Like 3 days in the
RIP
mud.
Warped Tour.
Oh my
RD
god,
Warped
yeah.
Tour.
Give me that back. So like let's look at in perspective. Last year's lineup for Coachella was Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, The Weeknd, Swedish House Mafia, Doja Cat. Let's see, Danny Elfman, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Baby, The Maneskin, Japanese Breakfast, Phoebe Bridgers, Conan Gray, 21 Savage, Carly Rae Jepsen, Fatboy Slim, Arcade Fire. Like
maybe something's going on.
disclosure.
They pay Fatboy Slim like $4 to be a part of that.
Who's
Dude,
so
I
pretty
love
famous?
Fatboy Slim. You shut your mouth.
Maybe
I
there's
do too,
something
but
going
I'm
on-
saying like, how the hell did they?
maybe there's something going on
He's just
behind
one
the
of those
scenes
guys that slingers.
where they had trouble booking these.
That one
acts.
definitely seemed. I mean that might be the case because I mean that one definitely seemed like it was more rap and pop heavy.
Yeah. I don't know. And then we've got what I'm dubbing the Stevie Festival.
Is it a butt rock festival?
Pretty
Yes.
much, yeah.
Is it like 3 Days Grace,
Probably.
Stained, Nickelback?
I wouldn't be surprised if they were
What's
on
the
there,
festival
but
called?
headliners are Foo Fighters. It's the Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival.
Okay, yeah.
Foo-
So this is
Foo Fighters, Tool, Godsmack, Queens of the Stone Age, Kiss, Avenged Sevenfold, Rob Zombie, Deftones,
Not
Starcrawler,
against it.
Suicidal Tendencies, Chevelle, Trivium, White Reaper. And that's in
So-
Columbus, Ohio.
a lot of those bands
Columbus,
aren't
Ohio.
butt rock bands. Just to
No, they're
clarify,
not. Oh, I know they're
but
not.
that's like Carolina Rebellion's lineup because when they were doing Rebellion, that's the same people. Like it's the same owners. They just call it different things in different places.
Steven, I
'Cause
went to
there's
the
like
one.
Rock on the Range,
I went to the one that got rained out the other year. That Tool was supposed to go to.
Epicenter Festival.
When it's
Yeah, dude,
the-
that I think that killed Carolina Rebellion.
Yeah, where like the tickets were $1 because everybody knew it was going to rain, and it rained, and we were like, well. I saw like 5 minutes of the Zach Wild band. I can't remember what it's called, but then everybody's like, "Get the fuck out! It's gonna
Black
rain! Get the
Label
fuck
Society.
out!" Yeah, that was them. And then we were like, "Oh well, shit." Then we-
Warped Tour never stopped for rain.
Nope.
Amen.
Dude, I went to
Amen.
many a Warped Tour that was super rainy and super hot.
Don't be a
Super hot.
bitch.
Yeah, I
All
don't
in
know
the
what was
same
up with
one.
that, but I think there was like dangerous winds or something, and Tool refused to play.
Dangerous
What a bunch of
ones.
bitches.
What a
That's
bunch of
all I've
bitches.
heard.
It's Carolina
Now,
Rebellion.
The only reason I didn't go to that fucking show because I liked that lineup that year.
you wouldn't have saw
is
any of
because
it.
it was expensive. And then like if I would have known that they were gonna be like $1 to go
But it didn't matter
because they couldn't
because
get people to pay
it
to
started. It literally started raining 30 minutes after I got there, and they kicked everybody out. It was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
It was so
It's
short.
crazy.
It's funny though.
go. They didn't-
I
don't
saw
know
a
why
guy
they
so
didn't just
drunk.
decide to postpone it.
I saw a guy so drunk he was getting carried into the place drunk, and I still think about that guy where like he was so wasted. He was like 3 times as drunk as I was when I was at Scott's, and I was imagining like they get inside, he's like chilling finally, and they're like, "Hey buddy, we gotta get the fuck out of here," and he's like. And it's like, sorry, and they drag his ass back out in the rain. And that man had the worst day of his entire life.
All right,
But
so
you
we next
won't
we got
remember it.
Bottle Rock. Bottle Rock Festival. That's in California, Napa.
Now that's getting close to the word "but," so I have a lot of faith in this.
Nope. So we got
Now,
Post
this
Malone,
is Napa.
Posty.
Water Malone. We got Smashing Pumpkins, Lizzo, Duran Duran, Red Hot
Mm.
Chili Peppers, and Lil Nas X.
All
Also
right.
on the bill, Billy Strings, Fanagram, Leon Bridges, Nile Rodgers, and Chic.
Love
Japanese
Pentagram.
Breakfast, Wu-Tang Clan, Ain't Nothing to Fuck With, and Los Lobos. So that one's not bad.
So
I'm sure
as
the songs are
Wu-Tang
good.
Clan.
oddball as that lineup is, why the hell didn't they call Kid Rock to get down there?
Because
Because
it's
he's
in
a
Napa. They're
'Cause
not
he's a
going to
what?
invite. Because he loves his
I mean,
Bud
he does
Light.
rap, rock, country. Like you just named like Duran
Sure.
Duran and what was it, Little Nas X in the same sentence?
Oh, so this one also has Sheryl Crow, Bastille, Carly Rae Jepsen,
Hey, I like
So-
Bastille.
Young Gravy. Let's see.
I like Gravy. I don't know about the musician, but
Young Gravy's funny.
He is.
Oh, Lupe
I like-
Fiasco's there too. I love Lupe Fiasco. He's
Lupe
so good.
Fiasco is pretty good.
He's real good.
So
There's a lot of good acts at this one.
They
I
got
go to that
Modest
one.
Mouse there, so they can do like a live performance of the show goes on.
Unfortunately, not. That'd be
I
good,
just
though.
feel like Scott really summed it up in saying like, "Are we old?" And it's like, I guess, but I think what's really happened is that the good bands, quote, but the good bands migrated from Coachella
the bands
to
we know
Bonnaroo. The bands we know have gone from
to
Coachella,
like
which-
these outer festivals now, not like the main event festival.
But is
which I think
yeah.
Coachella is slowly becoming less and less of the main event festival and more of just like a happening for people that are like
Is
famous and have a lot of
Bonnaroo-
money to get together. Because Coachella is the most expensive of all of them.
but is it the
Like,
largest?
all these other ones are around 200, $300.
I always
Well, like
figured.
I'll
the
say,
largest.
I always figured
What I-
How long
Bonnaroo
does
was larger
Coachella last?
than.
Coachella has 2 weekends. So it does
That's what I
Friday,
thought.
Saturday, Sunday, but it does it 2 weekends in a row and it's the same acts both weekends usually.
Scott, is
Mm.
Bonnaroo larger than Coachella? Because I was always assuming that it was.
No.
No.
It's not.
No. It is smaller. Yeah.
Well, like you said earlier, I mean, Coachella seems to be like the up and coming thing. So maybe
It's not
that's
up
why.
and, well, I guess it's up and coming for the artists, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So they have to like put a lot of effort into promoting that one. So that's why it's considered a bigger one. But all of the bands that have been around the block, they don't necessarily need to be on those big stages anymore because they know people are going to come. You know, people that like the Red Hot Chili Peppers are Googling when they're playing. So they already know where the hell they're going to be. But Blackpink, is that what you said?
Blackpink,
Earlier?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, to me,
South Korean K.
I don't know who the hell that is. So I would have to catch them, at a festival to discover music.
Right. So let's put this in perspective. Bonnaroo capacity is 40,000.
Mhm.
Guess how much Coachella is?
120,000?
A million.
200.
No, too high.
It's not 200K.
80K?
A little bit too high. It's 125,000 capacity.
That's what I said. Wait.
$1
Is-
bomb.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's just a
Oh,
field,
you said
right?
125,000?
120K.
Yeah, 125,000.
Give
Yep.
me a break.
Yeah.
Like,
He
And
didn't go
Bonnaroo's
over.
like
He won
40,000.
Showcase Showdown.
So Bonnaroo's like a third of that, which
was
is pretty
wrong.
nuts.
Damn.
There were 80,000 people at this Carolina Rebellion I went to that one year, and I was in the middle of everybody. And I looked around and I was like,
They
"Damn,
can
man, I
fit
really
that
don't
many?
matter."
You saw, man, there's a lot of butt rock
It's out in the
dudes here.
field.
The butt rock
Rebellion
boys
has
showed
3
up.
stages, so there's 80,000 people total at all 3 stages at all times.
Butt stage
But
1,
I was
butt
probably
stage 2, butt
realistically-
stage 3.
I was realistically in a crowd of probably fucking, I don't know, 10,000 people. And I was in the back, but then like after 2 or 3 songs, I was in the middle and I didn't
So-
move. Like
So
it
many
just
wallet chains
formed
flying in
behind
the pit.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
Fat
So
Zone
many-
when you,
DCs going through
Dude,
the air.
So many
when you
Monster
stand in the
Energy
middle of a
drink
crowd
tattoos.
like that, that's how you know that you don't fucking matter because you're like, damn, I'm just an ant.
Affliction
You, like, look
shirts
around.
everywhere.
And then the guy in the
Jesus.
stage.
Covered in affliction shirts, bamboo
Oh, so
tattoos,
much
or not bamboo,
affliction.
the barbed
Pine
wire
trees.
tattoos.
Smoothies.
Barbed tats
Vodka
everywhere.
smoothies, man. Everywhere.
An airplane
Deep
flies
Eddie's
over.
vodka.
An airplane flies over and everybody like goes, woo, for some reason.
Throws their tank
Um,
tops off.
They
Actually, everybody was pretty cool at Rebellion that year. But the
That
thing is,
year.
like, when you're big like me, like nobody gets near you. So like I could be in a crowd and still have like 8 feet clearance.
Why is everyone scared?
I guess because they don't want me to step on them. I guess they don't want me to step on them or something.
I don't know.
I definitely didn't stink. I took a shower before going.
That's good.
because I knew it was going to be a hot day.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Look at you.
Bratty kid.
Look at
Hey,
you.
I shower.
You're
I
growing up so
shower.
fast. You're growing up so fast.
Dude, I shower and I wear cologne, man.
I can wipe
Okay.
my own ass.
And deodorant.
Cologne. I can wipe my own ass.
Nautica voyage. I do wipe my own. I don't wipe
Oh,
my ass,
man.
actually. I use a bidet.
Bidet boy.
I don't wipe
Oh,
my own ass.
Well, we fancy.
No.
Are we fancy,
snap.
huh?
All right.
That's right.
So I
Hair
guess
done,
in the
hair
end,
done,
we're not
butthole
old.
clean, hair done, nails done, butthole
Shout
clean.
out to the Bidet Club for Men. Shout out to Bidet Club for Men.
So
They know who
I
they
got,
are.
I got Jared
in
with
the
that
end,
one.
I think we are getting old, and we're gonna leave it at that. Oh God! All
I
right,
think we got old after Warp Tour stopped.
I think we did too.
R.I.P..
You guys ready to play a game? Let's play a game.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been wanting to do this since we brought the podcast back, and I've had it on the list for a while. And I'm like, everybody needs to get a marker board.
It's
but
only
then,
been
we all forgot
99
about it.
episodes.
I know. So we're gonna do guess
We'll
that
get that for
score.
100.
Rotten Tomatoes audience score edition. So it's 2022 movies that either came out on streaming or in the theaters, and you have to guess the Rotten Tomatoes audience score.
Audience,
gonna do
not
this.
critic.
Correct. Audience score, not critic. Do not cheat. Do not cheat. Don't cheat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Prices Right style, and I'm gonna kind of work my way around. I'm not gonna guess obviously because I know the answers.
Is it out of
But-
100 or out of 10?
It's out of
100.
100%. It's a percentage point. It's a percentage.
Okay.
Correct. So what we're gonna do? It's gonna be 1 point for the score that is closest to the actual score. Should we do it without going over? Okay.
If you're going prices right, it's without going over.
We're gonna have to go Prices Right style. It's the only way to make it fair because some people could like bet over other people, and we're gonna kind of like switch directions and whatever.
Yeah.
3 points if you get it right on. If you like nail the score,
A
3
range
points.
of 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Like if you
A
get
range
within
of 10?
Like if you get within like 10
No.
points of the thing.
No, you have to get it right on. You get 3
no.
points.
It's the
So
only
if
way
it's
to win the
like
Showcase Showdown and win both
if it's like
prizes.
50%, you guess 50%, you get 3 points. But
Okay.
if you guess 51% if you guess 51%, you're over, you're out. If you guess
Goddamn.
49%, you're close, you get 1 point.
Okay.
So I'll try to keep score I will keep score as we go here.
I believe in you, Scott.
I do
Thank
too.
you.
That's a point
so
for me.
1 point for Jared for believing in me.
If you
All right, so we're gonna start with Avatar: The Way of Water. What
Oh, new
was
one.
the audience score for Avatar? We're going to start with Jared. You get first guess out of 100.
87.
87 for Jared. Jason,
I think it was like 82.
82. All right, Stevie.
83.
The actual retail price, the actual score is 92%.
Oh, fuck.
That is 1 point for Jared.
Yeah, it's like
Puts me at 2.
People.
I was really surprised at some of these.
Did you see
Like
it?
No.
I did not. I would
No way
like
not.
to. I want to see it in 3D.
I
Did
saw
you
the
see it?
first one and was like, oh, I'm watching Fern Gully.
Thank you. Fucking
I heard
thank
the-
you,
I
Jared.
heard the second
It's also
one's
Dances with
almost the
Wolves,
same
but
thing as the first one, but
Never saw Dances with Wolves.
I was too young to get that reference.
all right, now we're
But
about
yeah.
to go animated style. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. What is
Shit.
the audience score? This time we start with Jason.
75? I mean, I would probably like that movie.
75.
I like me some
Stevie?
Shrek universe, extended universe stuff.
69%.
Okay.
Nice. Jared,
I'm going with 67.
the actual audience score 93%. That's
Damn.
a point for Jason.
What
Dude,
the hell's
I
going
saw
on
that and I
right
was
now?
like, "Are you kidding me?"
I fuck with Shrek.
Really funny,
I
like-
fuck with Shrek extended universe shit.
I've-
Let's go.
I've heard of no reviews on this movie, though.
I know.
Antonio Banderas is out here murking it.
My kid was so excited to see this movie. He went to a birthday party last weekend to see that movie with like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. I'm
Damn.
like, why are you so like? I was making fun of him, but
Nostalgia.
apparently, like the movie's like good. I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
nostalgia for them.
You making
I
fun
guess
of
it is.
Puss in Boots, man.
Yeah, he's 15 years old. You're still going to see animated features like homie
shut
can
up,
get
yeah,
into a
dude.
PG-13.
Anything kitty related, I gotta represent. So
That's fine. I don't mind him now, but I don't know. When I was his age, I was looking more forward to seeing like PG-13s and higher.
The
So,
South Park movie.
right. All right. Next one we got Knives Out, Glass Onion. This time we start with
Shit.
Stevie.
I gotta watch this movie.
I'm gonna say 87%.
87. Jared,
Yeah.
94.
94. And Jason,
89.
89. Stevie, what did you say?
Sure was good.
87.
87. Jason gets the point. 93%.
Damn, I went over. I knew I should have went
You
with
you went
93.
over by 1.
Knew I should
That's a
have
good movie,
went
though.
93.
I did see that one.
I have to check
Yeah,
it out.
it's excellent. I highly recommend seeing it. It is as good as the first one, I think.
This is great.
I heard
I'm
that
gonna watch this damn
the
movie.
studio forced the surprise.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That the writer didn't originally have that plot twist.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I was about to say like that.
I thought it was a good change.
It would have
Yeah.
been whack for them not to have a surprise, just because that's kind of like the thing. For
Well,
that
no,
movie, you know what I
the
mean?
studio picked the specific surprise in the movie that the
This is,
They were
the
gonna
writer
a
didn't have
surprise
that one.
anyways.
He was going to
This
have a
is,
surprise, but it wasn't going to be that one.
A
So,
friendly
no
reminder
spoilers.
to go
Yes, I'm
see
trying to keep it that
Riot.
way.
You know, keep it no spoiler.
I just want to say, if you did all like that movie, I'd highly recommend the Ryan Johnson movie Brick, which is a movie from back in the day. It's a very good movie.
I love Ryan Johnson stuff.
Brick's a,
I've loved every movie I've seen of his.
Brick's a fucking
So,
good
all right.
movie.
Next one we got Violent Night.
Oh hell yeah!
And we go back around and
Good
start with
movie.
Jared.
86.
86. Jason?
99%. It's so good, dude.
Wow. And
Jason gave his
Stevie.
own critic review.
I was gonna say 99. Shit. What did you say, Jared?
He said 86.
All right, I'll do 90%.
90. And Jared gets the point. It's 88%. Stevie, I thought you were going to go 89. I was like, man, if he goes 89, he's going to. Or actually, even like 87 would have been it.
It's like
All right.
I finally go high, and then like you give me a low one. Well, I mean, it's still pretty high, but you know
Bob
what I mean.
Barker.
The audience isn't keen on Christmas movies as much.
Things be
True.
taken.
True,
Yeah.
true. But it's still like pretty high
Yeah, it's still
Considering-
good.
because we're going to get into some bad ones. All right, the next one, The Menu. The Menu.
Movie looked like
Oh,
dog
this
I'm
is
sure you guys saw the trailer for that. That weird
Yeah, I
one
saw the
about the
trailer.
restaurant that looks real creepy. I don't
Yeah.
know much more about it, but I've seen the trailer 6,000
Looks like they
times.
eat each
That's
other.
fine.
It does. It looks real
Yeah, I'm
creepy.
assuming it's a-
All right, Jason, you're first.
I'll say like 45. I know this movie came out
45,
either.
going real low. Stevie,
69%.
69, and Jared,
56.
56. Stevie is on the board. It is a 76% audience
Let's go.
score, our lowest one so far.
Let's fucking go.
Nice. You say 70%?
76%.
Booty. team.
76. Okay.
Yep.
Mm.
All
Super
right.
booty
Next one
team.
we have The Rock special. Lied about the how much money it brought in. Black Adam.
We lied about how
Stevie.
much money it brought in?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Um,
It really rubbed the DC
73.
folks the wrong way. 73.
73. Yeah.
All right, Jared.
70.
70. Jason.
I really thought Black Adam was not that bad of a movie. It even included a like 90s montage skateboard chase scene. I'll give it like a 65 out of being polite. I can't believe that movie tanked.
I
Out of
thought you were
being
going
polite.
way higher than that. So Stevie went first, right? Stevie gets the point 73.
Okay.
It is actually an
Yeah.
88%.
I thought it was a
Huh.
pretty good movie too. I tell
Audience
you what though, The Rock isn't really the
bad.
star of that movie though, man. It's Pierce Brosnan.
I don't know if I'll see it. I haven't seen a DC movie since God, I don't even
Well,
know.
Man, I
The
tell
Dark
you,
Knight series?
there's a
They're
huge
not part
trend
of
with
it.
DC movies. They always have to have some like long ago ancient backstory, man. It's just
True.
they're
It
all
gets-
similar. Like
It gets old.
They love that shit.
All right, next one we got is Brad Pitt's Bullet Train.
That's actually a good movie.
Fuck, I want to.
I
want to
see it still. I think we're back around to
so
Jared.
many twists. I'm going to say 87.
87. Jason.
I'll say 84.
84. And Stevie.
81.
81. I'm sorry, you all went over. It is a
Damn it.
76%.
The audience is
Damn.
wrong.
There. I need to see it. I think it just came out on Netflix.
It was just on Netflix not too long ago.
Yeah.
I saw it was on there. I was like, oh, this is it for me. No, it's got plenty of twists and turns, and you're still guessing throughout the whole movie.
So like Brad Pitt's in it, or he directed it?
No, Brad
He's
Pitt's
in
in
it.
it.
Yeah, he's in
Okay.
it. So is it like a mystery type movie?
No,
It's hard to gauge by the trailer.
it's
The
not
trailer
like
looks like
Knives
it's like
Out.
an action beat the shit out of people type movie.
It's action heavy with each character that you start meeting connects to each other, and then you start seeing more connections by the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looked interesting to me. I wanted to see it in theaters, but I couldn't get anybody to go with me. So
You didn't
Damn.
ask me. I probably wouldn't have went.
we're like
Scott.
45 minutes away.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, honestly, if
That's
we,
a long
if we were
walk,
close,
Stevie.
if we were close,
Jason.
I probably would have went. Yeah.
Jason.
When you move closer, Scott, I'll be your moody.
We can go
moody
see
buddy.
some shit.
Yeah, maybe moody buddy.
Word. All right.
I'm gonna say I'll be
Next
your
one I got.
moody buddy, but I don't know what that means.
Moody buddy.
Moody
The-
buddy.
But not me. He just instantly just accepted Jason. But
Well, Stevie, you said you don't like going to the movies. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I go to the movies sometimes.
all right. Well, then we
Only
can all
when
go.
there's Sprite.
We'll sneak a couple
Sprite
bottles in under my my fat rolls.
Under your
Passing that
coat.
one, friend.
All right, next one. The highly
want that.
contentious Don't Worry, Darling.
I'd say I was sharing anyways.
And I
Don't
think-
worry, darling.
Is it Stevie's turn to go first, or is it back to Jared? I can't remember.
Mm.
All right, Stevie.
What's that movie
Okay.
about? I remember I saw this trailer. I think.
I think it's about like they live in some weird community and there are a bunch of weird people doing weird stuff. And like
That's
the
the
main
41.
kinda, like 41?
Yes.
Florence Pugh.
movie where it's like Harry
The Harry
Styles,
with Harry
like,
Styles.
As it was, and what's her face was like, "I'll fuck him," and then Florence Pugh was like, "No, don't do that," and then the movie happened, and that was all I know about this shit.
Spoilers, bro.
Spoiler.
Not really.
I don't think Jason saw it.
Shia LaBeouf
Nope.
was supposed to be in it.
Yeah,
Was
he
he?
was, yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Harry
Oh,
Styles'
that's right.
character.
He left that one.
If he was in
Yeah.
it, if he was
He
in it,
didn't-
I probably would have said 70%, but
He
41.
didn't like the director.
Mm.
He didn't like the way she was doing things, and then so she put her
She didn't
then
like him when
boyfriend
she-
in the movie.
Oh yeah. All right. Jared,
46.
46, and Jason.
I'm gonna say the hipster film people really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 65.
65.
Yeah.
So I think this one was a victim of the Harry Styles bump because it is a
Can't
74%.
fuck with me.
Jason gets
No
the
more
point.
shit.
Jesus.
That Harry
Jason, you're
Styles bump,
guessing.
man.
You don't know shit.
I know to guess
I'm
high.
gonna say you guessed based on your judgment of what did you say, hipsters?
I was right,
Hipsters, man.
dude. Hipsters love
was
Florence
right.
Pugh. I mean, she's
Profiling
bad.
over there.
She's bad, but
He's right. He's right. All right,
Hipster
next one we
profile.
got the Chris Pratt special Jurassic World Dominion. And we start with Jared.
67.
67.
I'm gonna
Jason.
bank off the Jurassic Park name.
this movie. I bet this movie was turbo butt, but I'm gonna give it probably like a 75.
All right, it's Stevie.
I thought it was pretty good, but I know that everyone else hated it, so I'm gonna say 53.
53. Jason gets the point again. It is
Can't fuck
77%.
with this.
Wow.
People love Chris Pratt.
It's crazy.
They love Chris Pratt. And don't get it twisted. I actually like Chris Pratt because what was the Amazon show where it's like, I gotta avenge my family. I'm a Navy SEAL. Bang, 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 bang. The Terminal
Jack Ryan?
List. Terminal List.
No,
that's
not
the one
Jack
with
Ryan.
Oh, yeah, the one with
the
Chris
one.
Pratt in it. That was actually pretty good.
Good as fuck.
Was it?
It was a really
I
good
didn't
show.
watch it.
I enjoyed it.
Really good.
It was good.
like-
It
It
was
had
good.
I like Jack Ryan with,
I haven't seen that with John Krasinski.
John
it
Krasinski.
had
I just wanted the record
what's his name?
regarding Jurassic World. I just want to state I saw it in theaters and I own the shit. So
He's about that life.
I mean, it's
man.
dinosaurs doing dinosaur shit, I guess.
Dinosaurs.
I
doing
mean, it's
dinosaurs.
got everybody in it. They got Jeff Goldblum back, Laura Dern, Sam Neill.
It's the
everybody's in it.
it's the nostalgia play.
It's like, guys, we know this movie's gonna
Oh,
suck, so
they
get
had
everybody
to.
back for the one that was good. Okay, we'll do that. Here's a bajillion dollars,
And that's how you get it up. All right. Speaking of nostalgia play, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, baby, it's a good movie.
Jason, you're first.
100%. That movie's so good. I don't give a shit.
100?
That movie's so
All right.
good. I've never seen
All
the
right,
first Top
throwing that-
Gun.
He's throwing that one away because he got 2 points in a row, but I'm going to say 91%.
91. Jared.
Yeah.
93.
93. Jared gets the point. It is 99%.
Let's go.
Dick.
Let's fucking get it.
Total
I've
dick.
never seen the first Top Gun though. I need to go watch.
That's how the
first
game
Top
works.
Gun.
Watch Prices
I
Right.
know.
I've never seen the first one either, but
I know.
here's what's crazy.
Like,
Like,
Thanks for not making me feel bad.
I feel like in future we might have to do like here's the critic score, here's the audience score, because they are so different on some of these. But I can tell
Yeah.
you, Top Gun, it's like 99 on both sides. Like they both
Yeah.
have pretty much
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same score, which is pretty nuts.
I mean, it's
All
got
right.
Tom Cruise in it.
Tom Cruise, man. All right, the next one of my favorite movies of 2022, Nope.
That's a good movie.
Mr. Jordan Peele's Nope. We're going to
That was a
start
fun
with
one.
Stevie.
You start with me?
Yeah.
Didn't I just start?
No, Jason did.
Man, no.
Nope.
So I think all the Jordan Peele movies suck.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Jesus.
All right, we're
I
going to have to
know-
bring that up later.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I know everyone else. I know everyone else doesn't think that way. So I'm gonna give Nope a 88.
All right, Jared.
I'm going with a 93.
And Jason.
I actually assume that this one didn't do as well as the others, but I could be wrong. I'll go with a nice 79.
79. Jason's the closest, but you all went over. It is 69% audience score.
Really?
Not nice.
Damn it! I should
Which
have
is-
did my 69 again.
Crazy to me.
Two.
One of the lower ones of last year.
Yeah. It
Like-
was definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because if you think about it, like Us was the weirder one in terms of like filmmaking.
That's what
and
I
story.
thought too.
This movie was just like
But-
Sky Jaws.
I feel like
a
Us
good one.
was scarier and more fit the horror genre than Nope did. Like Nope didn't really have too many scary parts. Like there was a couple here and there that
This
were
is
like
Sky
a little
Jaws.
jump
He
scary.
got to
but-
do the Akira slide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. That was such a shit.
Yeah.
He was all about that because he's been pushing to do the Akira movie.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. I love
They
all
would
three of
like
his movies.
remake the
Us
remake
is my
the
least
anime
favorite.
into a
Yeah,
motion
he
picture.
wanted to do a live action,
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish
man.
they
and he
should.
hasn't heard anything about it, so he stuck the Akira slide in Nope to try
Yeah.
to get a little nudge.
That was
Yep.
good. I really enjoyed it. I probably liked
All
it
right.
more than the other
The next
ones.
one we have is Robert Pattinson's The Batman. We are
I
back
didn't
to
see
Jared.
it. Something.
I didn't either. It was too long for me.
I've seen it twice.
6 hours of your life.
Well, the second time was the extended version, so it was even longer.
7.5 hours
Audience
of,
score.
of The
I'm gonna
Batman.
say
Inch.
94.
94. All right, Jason.
I would like to see this movie. I just have not seen it. I think I'll give it a nice meaty 82.
82. Stevie.
88.
88. Man, Stevie, you were so close, but one over. Jason gets the point at 82. It was 87%.
Jason, I'm gonna come over to your house and break everything in your room.
Jason's running away with it here. So currently we've got 4 left. Jason is at 5 points. Stevie's at 2. Jared is at 3. So it's still
I
pretty
own
close.
that movie too. I fucking own that movie too. Twice. I have it physically and digitally. I bought it digitally first.
All
I liked
right.
this movie. I love Robert Pattinson.
Jason, you start the next one with Thor: Love and Thunder.
Didn't people not like that movie? I didn't see it.
People did not like it.
I didn't mind it.
I
I thought
liked
it
it.
was okay.
I
It was
didn't-
okay.
I
Not my
feel like
favorite.
It was probably
Thor.
another Marvel movie. I'll give it like an 88.
88.
It's
Stevie.
more the silliness like Ragnarok, which
I mean,
was
is that what
great.
they wanted?
So.
I thought that's what the people wanted.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
72.
72. Jared.
I don't think the audience liked it that much. I'm gonna go with a 60.
60. Actual score 77%. Stevie gets the point on that one.
Damn.
I was pretty surprised because
It's about
it's
time.
so weird. Like you see reviews from that movie after it comes out, and I feel like the more vocal people are the ones that hated it.
Mhm.
But then you look at the scores, you're like, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the audience didn't seem to hate it that much. At least the ones that do reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, the next one we got is Weird, the Al Yankovic
Oh
story,
my God,
starting
dude.
with Stevie.
I didn't see this one either.
99%.
99.
That movie's so good.
Jared.
I haven't seen it. It looked fun. 82 because it's Al
82.
Yankovic.
Jason.
Can't imagine it not being loved. I'll give it an 87.
87. Jared gets the point just off by 83%. So close. That could have caught you up,
Didn't
but it's
get
still
that-
close.
They didn't get that Yankovic bump with that movie like they used to do with the covers.
Nope. They didn't do it, man. 83%.
Damn.
Still not
Y'all
terrible.
need to, every movie you said so far, you guys need to watch that movie. That shit's
Check it out.
ridiculous.
I
It's so
started
good.
it, but never finished it. I think I watched the first 20 minutes and forgot to go back and watch it because it's like free. You just go to like Roku's website.
Yeah,
and
it's
there.
on Roku.
I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
The first, after you get past that 20 minutes, because it is pretty slow to start.
It was.
Oh my God. Dude, it picks up, man. It's hilarious.
I don't love Weird Al as much as some people do, but I definitely respect him.
I dug him when I was like a
Daniel
teen. but
Radcliffe like kills it as Weird Al in that movie.
I do love Daniel Radcliffe.
He's a
funny
great
guy.
actor. All right, we got two more left. It's a close
Harry
one.
Potter.
Jason's got 5, Stevie 3, Jared with 4. It's anybody's ball game at this point. If someone
Anyone's
nails
game
one,
still.
like they could pull ahead. So the next one we got is Halloween Ends, which probably
movie
isn't actually the
sucked.
end, even though they said it is the end. And I think we are back to Jared first.
At number 1.
Yep.
This is the most recent Halloween
Correct.
Yeah.
It
that
not
was
good.
supposed to retcon everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
People didn't like it.
No, I don't think anyone
Called it a
liked
bait
it.
and switch. I liked it. I'm probably the
Let's
only
think of a
person that liked it.
random number. 57.
57.
I like that. I like those. odds.
Jason.
I'm gonna go like 64.
64. And Stevie.
14.
14.
God.
I know everybody hated that fucking movie.
So one
I don't
reason,
think they scored it at Jack and Jill level.
technically,
Oh my God.
technically, I give that movie a 1 because it got a contact high there and it fucked my shit up. It's fucking
Oh,
annoying.
Jesus.
Actual score 57. Jared nails it for the 3-pointer.
Oh damn!
So he pulls ahead.
downtown.
We're on the last one.
I don't even need to play the last round.
I gotta tie this shit. Is there a tiebreaker?
5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. How can we make the last round fun?
1
1,000,000 points.
1 million points.
1 million points.
Actually,
What's what's the movie?
we could do a wager round.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can wager as many points as you have.
Plus, you could win.
Plus, if you nail it, you get an extra 3.
Okay. What movie is it?
The movie is. Wait, no, you need to wager your points first.
Here,
Well,
all
I'm
in.
gonna
I'm
lose
gonna write-
no matter what.
I'm gonna write
so
down
I'll do
everyone's
3.
wager. All right, Stevie's wager in 3.
I have to go all in to get to even.
How many
get
points do I have?
Jared, you have 7 points.
I'll wager 1.
Jared wagers 1. Jason, how many are you going to wager?
All in.
You have 5. You're going all in?
Oh yeah.
All right.
If you're not winning right now, you must go all in. I don't even think I can still win.
Burn the boats.
The movie?
Earn the votes.
Yeah.
Burn the boats.
The
Then go
movie
back.
is Morbius.
Oh God.
Fuck! I
Dude,
gotta
Jason.
see Morbius.
Jason,
fucking
you're
own this
first.
one.
Morbid time. I'm gonna say probably got like I'm going 69. I'm cashing in my 69 this one. Fuck,
All
I got
right,
some more.
Stevie.
Man, I own this movie.
So does Netflix.
Don't admit to that, bro.
I thought it, well, I got. To be fair, I bought it for like $7 in 4K.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like a really deep discount. I feel like this is going to be 14. Like I feel like this one's 14 as well.
14.
It did bad. I know it did bad.
All right, Jared.
What did Jason say?
69.
Going with 70 because I think the audience liked it more than the critics because of the memes.
I think they did too.
It did have the memes. Actual
did go-
score 71%.
Holy shit! No!
Jared takes the W.
I thought Rotten Tomatoes was supposed to be like super harsh. Like
No,
None
the
of them were
critics are
down.
The
super
critic
harsh.
scores are.
The
and
critics
I think
and a
next
lot
time
of
we'll
the
do
critics, the critics will sit there and put in a review before the movie even comes out,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What was the critics?
and that's
score for
what they've been
Morbius?
getting in trouble for lately.
Critic score on Morbius.
Yeah.
It was like
Hold on, let me see.
14,
it was
wasn't
probably
it?
14.
I think
Or
this
like
was the one that got
16.
14.
Yeah, 16%.
I was about to say this was
So-
this year's Jack and Jill.
16?
Yeah.
I would have been right, man. I would have been fucking right.
Yeah, if we're
Yeah.
playing a different game.
Yep.
Damn the audience. It's all about the
Damn.
critics
Audience, I love you.
on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes, not the podcast audience.
Listen,
All the audience. The
you're
audience
lucky
is
it
the
didn't.
audience.
You're lucky it didn't update today. So I'm pretty sure people are done rating this one. But
Rotten
yeah,
Tomatoes.
I think next time we will do the critic scores because I think that'll be more fun because it fluctuates a lot more. It seems like a
True.
lot of the ones today were around in like the 70s, 80s, 90s,
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
other than
'Cause-
Halloween Ends.
because I think
critics-
most of those were finally being watched on streaming devices, and people are
Mhm.
like, "Oh, this movie wasn't as bad as I heard."
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I think next time we might do like Marvel Edition. That might be fun.
Mhm.
Like Rotten Tomatoes scores. I don't know. Not to give it away. Not to
Yeah, I
give
was
it
about
away.
to say what.
Jason, why are you making your
Because we're
camera
gonna
focus on your
We're
hand?
gonna go study
There
the
we go.
reviews now.
Go research, and I'll pick like the weirdest Marvel movies and TV series. They have TV series on there now too, so it can go either way. All right.
She-Hulk.
Well, let's move into some our
92.
final segment, some one-word reviews. Let's go. We're gonna close things out today with some one-word reviews. We haven't done them in a little while.
My favorite segment.
I've included some January stuff and also some movies that we just talked about too that were kind of contentious. So
Well, there's Scott's one word.
I think it'll be fun. No, I'm not going to use contentious for any of. Well, maybe. No, I'm
I
not going
might.
to. I'm going to try not to. So, one word reviews. If you haven't heard them before, we basically take a thing, I don't know, a movie, a TV show, a
Cultural
whatever.
topic.
A pop cultural reference.
Yeah,
So
and we
the
give it just
vibe.
we only get one word to review it. And we are able to hyphenate said word, which Jason has exercised to the utmost
So many
in the
times.
past. Yeah. But
To the point where he's hyphenating sentences.
and hyphenating
playing-
words that don't be hyphenated, you know.
He's playing the system, man. You got to
All right.
utilize the tools you're given.
So, one word reviews. Our first word today, and we're going to start with Stevie, is resolutions. Resolutions, as in New Year's.
Yeah,
Resolutions.
I got you, man.
New Year's resolutions. Resolutions from the new year.
I get it.
It's
Give
an-
me a minute.
January 1st in the year of our Lord
2023.
2023.
Faults, mostly. Can I put a
Faults.
hyphen there? Mostly
Yes.
faults.
Mostly hyphen faults. All right. We'll let it slide.
I'll say doubtful. Doubtful.
Doubtful.
That's kind of right.
We'll take that. All right, Jason.
Pebbles.
Pebbles?
Pebbles. Because to me, like, I'm all about like self-change and improvement, but the best way to do it is to find like little tiny things and just like knock them out one by one. And before you know it, you have like 100 things solved. So like you
Oh,
fill
I
the
thought Jason was
jar
going
of
with like you throw a pebble into the river and it causes a ripple that changes eventually.
Oh,
I don't look at
that's
things.
a good way of looking at it too. That's deep. That's deep as hell.
It might work for some people. For me, it's literally like stop chewing my fingernails and smoking cigarettes. It's kind of it. And like, it's like, and then, but after a while, you start building up, and that's all there is to it. That's what I mean.
Then
So,
it becomes like
Crawl before you walk, man.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big change guy. I'm a small incremental change kind of guy.
stop
the
smoking
best way to
cigarettes.
do it.
Eat more bananas and apples.
Eat
And
before you
less
shit.
fingernails.
Less fingernails.
That's right. That's right.
Although honestly,
Don't
All right.
shit where you eat.
not chewing my fingernails is way harder than quitting smoking. To be quite honest with you.
Dude, let me tell you, I've been doing it since I was a kid. It's so
Well, that's
hard.
because you can't put your fingernails in the closet and
I
forget
can't
they're
smoke
there.
my fingers. I can't. No.
Well, and chewing on your fingernails doesn't require like going outside. You know,
True.
smoking like there's like a process.
But your hands are always
Plumbers
there.
don't chew their fingernails. That's disgusting.
That's a good point, actually.
That's true.
Duly
Keep that
noted.
in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, Jared.
Helpful.
Helpful. I'm gonna say enhancements.
I like that one.
Enhancements.
Enhance.
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 Enhance. Enhance. Sharpen. All right. Next word is we're gonna start with Jason. Fitness.
Routine.
Jared.
Healthy.
This is a hyphenated word. Dick in your mouth.
Ah,
Stevie?
I wanted to. I was like, no.
I had to, man. I had to. I think of it every time I hear the word fitness.
Oh, it's true.
Productive.
Productive.
Scott, you
All
gonna
right.
give a real one?
Circulation.
Circulation.
My real one
Contentious.
is my,
Oh, you meant, is he going to give a real one? I was confused for a second. I was like,
no. He was talking about me
productive's
giving
not
a real
valid?
one. No, it's
I
valid.
was
It's
talking to-
valid.
I was
It's
talking
valid.
to
It's
Scott with his joke he had pocketed.
He's been thinking about it all week. We had to give him a moment.
all day. No, I came up with these this morning. All day. Every time I don't even have to think of it. I just hear the word fitness and I just
Yep.
want to say dick in your mouth.
Yep.
Let's see. Fitness for me is a routine. It's routine. Did someone say routine?
Jason.
I think Jason.
Jason said routine.
Moi. Shaboy.
Requirement. You said requirement, huh? No one
I
said requirement.
healthy.
Requirement. All right, next one. Selfies. Jared.
Lame.
I'm gonna say. Oh my god, the word escaped me.
Mhm.
The exact word I'm thinking of. I'm gonna say. Zoomery. Stevie
Self-absorbed.
with the hyphen.
That's actually
And-
a hyphenated word.
It is. It's good.
Hey, I'm
And
using
J-
the tools, man.
use
Not
the
a
tools
Jason
that-
hyphenated
that we
word.
gave you. And yep, Jason.
Framing.
Framing.
As in frame the photos right so they don't
Frame
look
the
like
photos.
shit. You have one chance to take a photo with Christina Aguilera while she's buying bagels at a Whole Foods at 2:00 in the afternoon. Don't fuck it up.
All right.
That wouldn't be self-absorbed. That would be a little different, but
All right. The next one starts with me, I guess. Award shows. Since the Golden Globes just happened, I'm gonna say archaic. Stevie.
propaganda.
Jason.
Slap.
Will Smith, is that?
I don't know which way to take that because, like, if something slaps, it's pretty cool.
Is that what you're saying? Or are you
It
talking
wasn't
about
cool
Will
that
Smith?
night.
But
No,
what
it's
does
not
what
Will
does five
Smith.
finger? You mean what will the five finger say to the face type of slap?
Powder.
I love
Slap.
Chris Rock deserved it, man.
No. Opposite.
No.
I love Chris Rock before that moment, and I love him twice as much afterwards. He's my kind of guy. He's my kind of sarcastic motherfucker. I love it.
No, listen, man. I love Chris Rock too, but I've been waiting for somebody to slap him because he's been getting out of pocket a few times.
More power to him.
That's comedy.
That's comedy.
It is.
Yeah.
Comedy
It
should
was-
be out of
Hey,
pocket.
it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious.
Jared?
Contentious.
That's quite true. This next one's really funny and had no idea that it would make an appearance on this show today beforehand, but just happened to come up with the word because I think I was like looking through Twitter and I saw it. I was like, huh. The word is Dasani and it starts with Stevie.
Hydration.
Jason.
Chalky.
Chalky.
Chalky. Chalky.
Jared.
Death wish.
I'm gonna go with salty. I swear to God, Dasani is like has the most sodium of any water.
It's true.
I've looked it up before.
Yeah, what's
Have you
funny
se-
about
there's-
that too is like my mom likes Dasani because of the sodium not being so high.
I think the sodium's higher than every other
Why
water.
the fuck is there
If-
salt
if-
in to begin with? There's something on the. It says 0.000000.
For flavor.
Well, not only that, but salt does help. It's like considered like an electrolyte, I think.
It
where
is.
It like helps with hydration or something. So they put a little tiny bit in it, but it's not like eating soy sauce. You know what I mean?
No.
What-
But
The
I can taste it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
can
guys,
taste
though.
it.
You said chalky. That sounds like smart water to me. Like I always feel like I'm eating powder water when I drink smart water. But if I had my choice, I would drink core water. I think the core water is the best water.
I think I've had that and I think it was pretty good. Hashtag not a sponsor. Liquid
I
Death.
can't
Hashtag not a sponsor.
You
I mean,
talking about-
liquid-
You said, what did you say? Death Note earlier? You drinking beer?
Death Wish.
Death
Wish?
Yours has death in the name.
Liquid Death is the default always, of course. That's just fucking delicious. Come on.
But yeah, I only drink Dasani because of my mom. Otherwise, I
So-
would drink core or something.
Tap water actually has more sodium in it than Dasani
It
does.
also has more calcium and more bleach.
True. But I can say, so
Drink it
I'm
often.
reading Dasani, Aquafina, and Kirkland Signature Water all
Not Kirkland's.
all come from purifying just tap water. So it's just tap water.
So
Those
the
three.
way I see it, the way I always look at things is like, it's better than drinking a Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? Like it's
That's
slightly
true.
better.
Oh, for sure.
So
Oh, it's
I think-
it's a lot better than.
that's
I think
pretty much how I
Dasani's
live
trending,
my life.
I think the reason Dasani's trending is because the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks took a sip out
Yeah.
of one during a press conference, and you thought he was going to throw up on the spot.
He's like, who put Dasani in here?
He looked over at the person and goes, "No," and hands
Yeah.
him this bottle. I was like, "Yes."
It
that's
was
not
so
good."
funny. I do
I'm gonna have
remember
to check
that.
that out. Do you remember they used to put Dasani in the canned machines, like the vending machines?
Yeah, and they put them in the little. They were like the
Dude.
little bottles too. They're like the two sippers.
No, dude. I used to drink a can of Dasani.
Oh, it was a can. Oh, I've never seen a
Yeah,
can
dude.
of it.
I remember this,
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Canned
is
water
back-
before liquid
This
death.
is back with when they had the cherry Coke on the front, like 90s style. Like it's like when Dasani was first coming out.
R.I.P.
I
R.I.P.
know.
I miss Fruitopia.
Dude,
Oh.
I don't even want to get started. Don't
We
even
gotta
get me started.
bringing up such hurtful things, man.
Don't even get me started. We don't have time for that today. All right, the next one we got is festivals, and we're starting with Jason.
Oh wow. Heat stroke. Be careful, because the water costs $20. You know how much money you'll be drinking out of the porta johns after an hour.
Only at that one. Not anymore. They're required to have like drinking fountains. They're like workable now. I guess you saw the Woodstock '99 documentary.
No, I should watch
That changed everything for everyone. You have to watch it. Watch both of them.
Okay.
There's
Yes.
the one on
There's for that.
HBO,
One on
and then there's
Netflix.
one on Netflix.
Yeah,
Both of them are
okay.
good. I enjoyed both of them for different
Word.
reasons. Jared.
Pretentious.
I'm gonna say overwhelming.
Yeah,
And
that's what I mean. How could there be so much poop in this toilet? Oh my god!
it's just
Help
so
me.
much about like
Jared,
the cons
help me.
far outweigh the pros for festivals. Like having to camp there, I'm automatically out. I hate camping more than
that.
anything.
Yeah, dude. Every time people want to go to those festivals, they're like, dude, we're going to get the weekend pass and we're going to camp. I'm like, what? Sleep on the fucking ground?
Right? Like, why
dude,
is that
Just
something
pay
to
Think
look
air
forward to?
mattresses.
It's like just not for biggins. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Well, it might last
They
one
have-
night.
But like being outside in the already hot and
Yeah,
dusty
no,
area, like
I'm not saying I would
Coachella's
do it.
an awful tundra. Like
Desert.
I watched a video of, so there's these guys that go to festivals and like that's their whole like YouTube channel, and they had a video on Coachella last year, and it showed him like blowing his nose at the end of every day, and it was just like dirt because there's
From the
so much
winds,
dust because
just
it's
in the
literally
air.
in a desert.
I was
It's
about
in
to
a
say you're out
desert.
in the fucking Badlands, aren't they?
Yeah, dude.
Dust
Ugh,
everywhere.
no thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I
No
have to
thanks.
sleep in the Arctic tundra, man. So camping's out for me too. But my one word review would be rip off.
Yeah,
It's not.
I don't know
worth
that it's a ripoff. I feel like you're saying ripoff in the sense that like it's not worth it for all the other bullshit. But like
it's not
for
it's
how many
not
bands they're
necessarily
paying,
the-
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's
like-
not necessarily the money. It's the crowds, the heat,
Oh yeah.
the walking. You know, like just it's exhausting, man. It's not worth
Yeah.
it. Just
Well,
wait till they come and play with 2 other bands. You don't need to see 12 bands in one
And just
day.
make a night out of it.
so
Yeah.
the walking would be my favorite part about festival. Like I would spend way more time at a festival people watching than I would like actually seeing any kind of bands. It's way more
I
interesting.
agree.
I'm with you on that one.
Way
I would
more
definitely do that
interesting.
too.
I can hear the bands. Audio is everywhere, but I can't
Yeah.
walk around.
I work too much customer service, man. I don't want to see people.
People
I-
watching's the best.
It's
Watch
so
the
much
bands.
fun.
Especially at a festival where you know someone's gonna be zooted out of their mind.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Let's
Dude,
go.
I just like people watching at a restaurant. I swear to you, every time we're
I'll
in a
catch
restaurant,
the-
Ashley looks at me, she's like, "Who are you watching right now? Tell me what's going on." Because I'm always like, I'm tuned in. Like I'm listening to her, but I'm also like tuned in to what's happening at the other tables around me. It's so much fun.
I'll catch the fail
Mhm.
compilations on YouTube, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that, man.
You don't
I,
want to
well,
be a
I
part
have
of it.
social. I have social anxiety too, man. Now, when I'm having a couple of alcoholic beverages, I can kind of like feel okay around crowds, but
Well, those crowds are the ones you have alcoholic beverages with because everyone's just ripped out of their
Just-
mind at
I
festivals
know,
most of the
but
time.
it's
If-
like
if the
$14 for a shot.
if the Travis Scott festival's on the right, make a left. That's all you need to know about. Like, festivals.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Trust me, man. You couldn't pay me to go to a Travis Scott show even before
They
that
crush you.
incident.
Just smush you.
Crushed. All right.
Smush.
Our next one. I think Jared starts this one. Morbius.
Unfortunate.
Dark. Stevie.
Underappreciated.
Jason.
Nutting? Because isn't that what Morbin is? What's Morbin? Why is he Morbin all the time?
Morbius?
Yeah. Why is he Morbin?
You say
He's
He like-
nutting?
Yeah, that's all I know.
He's
Like,
nutting?
is he
Mo-
nutting? That's
morbid,
this is-
as in
Morbius is a Marvel
like a vampire
superhero.
type
He's
guy?
a
yeah,
vigilante
but
character.
but the meme's always like, it's like that kind of thing, right?
yes, for all the people who just listened to us, Jason put his face all the way into his camera.
and his eyes almost all the way in the back of his head. Like,
and he's Morbin,
Old
and that's
school
what he's doing
Undertaker.
all the time. But he's just Morbin.
So Jason-
Jason, it's a play on morphin time.
I got
Jason, Dr. Morbius is a doctor that has a very bad condition that makes him unable to walk properly. It's like an autoimmune disease or something like that. And the premise is he's trying to find a cure, and he ends up trying to splice bat DNA with human DNA and turns himself into a vampire.
Speaking of almost getting canceled, Jared Leto, how is that guy still around? Holy shit. He has a literal fucking cold. He's still out here trapping. Can't give him shit. He's in Morbius.
Hey.
He's still out here trapping.
He
Came
played
out with
along
this
with the
episode.
memes, though, so you got to give him that.
He did.
Dude, the
It's
memes
true.
pot, the memes are the reason that movie will get a sequel. That's what I'm trying to say.
I still can't believe
not
that they
getting a
put that
sequel.
shit. They put that shit back in theaters for a couple of weeks. Like I can't
Power
believe
memes.
that.
Because of the memes.
Because of the memes.
Because of the memes.
They're like, we're gonna get some meme money here.
But nobody
And
even
they
saw
did.
it, I don't think.
So is
And
is
they
your
did.
one word review nutting for real?
I guess so, because the morbing
he said
memes are
nutting,
just
man.
nutting. This one's really like kind of giving like a left hook. I don't have anything really funny, unfortunately. I just gotta go with nutting. I'm sorry.
All right.
That's kind of funny. I mean,
I'll try better next time.
All right, we got a couple more. Next
Morbius
one
2.
is nope. And I'm going to say Sky Tremors. Sky-Tremors. Stevie.
Tremors.
Why do I gotta go second? Shit.
That's how this works, homie. We keep
Crap.
it very particular. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts me. Cuts me deep. I'm going to call up Jordan Peele.
I'm sorry.
Jason.
Oh man, I had a good one. Hide.
True. Jared.
Akira slide.
Kira
Hyphen.
dash slide. All right. Next one we got Knives Out. Stevie.
Accent.
Daniel Craig.
Mhm.
Jason.
Flavorful. It's a flavorful movie.
That's a good word. That is a good word for it. Both of them are very flavorful. Jared.
Batista.
Yeah.
Dude,
Respect.
didn't like an article come out recently that he's like more successful than John Cena in acting or something?
No, they're talking about how he's the best wrestler turned actor.
Yeah, because he
Oh.
actually takes on like
Different
harder
roles.
roles. John
Other than
Cena
the-
just plays John Cena.
And
I was
The
about to
Rock
say,
just
like-
plays The Rock. In
I couldn't
every
imagine
movie.
anyone else being Drax. He like does such a great job as
He
Drax.
does, but then he does stuff like he was in Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Stuber.
I gotta finish it.
Stuber.
Right.
There's that
Blade Runner 2049.
Blade Runner.
the the zombie movie that they put on
Oh, yeah.
Netflix where they're in
Yeah,
Vegas.
Oh
that.
yeah, I didn't watch that.
That was
Yeah,
a good
he's pretty
one.
solid guy.
Is that funny
Yeah.
or is it all horror?
It's more action with some comedy, and then you've got
Oh,
a
okay.
different take on zombies.
So
I
it's
can't
kinda
remember
like
which zombie
Zombieland?
verse it's part of. No, not that comedy.
Oh, okay. I like me some Batista, man.
Dude, he's a great actor, honestly.
Out.
He has a lot of,
Andy's-
he has they're just saying he has like range.
What I was gonna
Andy's
say though is
anything.
like,
part
dude,
Filipino.
about
Yeah, he is.
Daniel Craig, man, being like with that southern accent. Like, dude, he should be like Keanu Reeves with the John Wick movies and just make those forever.
Well, they're doing another Knives Out sequel.
Mhm.
They'll probably keep making them as long as they're
Cash
still
rules.
good. So my word is thought-provoking. Thought-provoking.
My bad. I thought you already went. I'm sorry.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know. All right. Our final word for today is, our final review, one-word review is Thor: Love and Thunder, and we will start with Jason.
Natalie. Come on.
True. True. Jared.
Worthy.
Passable. And Stevie, close us out
No pressure.
with a
I know,
word
I know.
for Thor: Love and Thunder. Taika Waititi movie.
Now he beat.
Came
Now
out
he's
in
dating. what's her name?
2022.
Shouts out to him.
Stars Lord Christopher Hemsworth.
Poseidon.
Poseidon.
Mhm.
He was good in that.
Yeah, Russell Crowe played Poseidon. It was Poseidon he played, right?
He played Zeus.
Zeus.
Zeus. That's it. Yeah, because of the lightning bolt. Yeah.
You think about
I could-
Aquaman.
I couldn't think of the right one because you kept being like, come on, Stevie.
No, I didn't say
Final
come on,
answer?
Stevie. I said Thor: Love and Thunder.
Come on, Steve.
Taika Waititi.
Well, fine.
Come
the word
on,
is
Steve.
Zeus.
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 Zeus. All right, folks. Well, that closes us out. I think we kept it under a tight 2 hours today.
Let's go.
Always say we're going to go shorter, never go shorter. But you know what?
We had some technical issues.
We
with
did.
Jason's
Plus,
old ass computer.
if
I
you
had a bad
if you
feeling
think
about today.
episode
when that
99
happened.
If you thought 99 was long, you wait for that 100, man.
Wait for the hundo.
We're going triple digits, man. We're doing 3 hours,
I
brother.
think my computer
And
will
you know
catch
what?
on fire.
It'll just be Stevie for 3
With
hours.
100, we're going to have a special surprise with number 100 as well. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, we will see you guys next week. Make sure you follow us on all the socials for any updates and fun memes that we post every week. And to get updates on new episodes, episode 100 coming up next. We will catch you guys next time. Have a great week. See ya.